My name is Troy Smart, and I pledge Tau Kappa Epsilon at Nicholls State University, Mu-Zeta chapter. During my time, the fraternity offered me many opportunities, both in my chapter and on campus. I left Nicholls State knowing I not only got a good education, but that my affiliation in TKE taught me many life lessons that I could not get from a classroom. After graduation, I set out to conquer the world. I met my amazing wife, we got married, and after a year and a half of marriage, we were blessed with our first son, Konner. Life was great. Then in the summer of 2010, at only 6 years old, Konner began experiencing things that just didn't feel right. He often complained of having stomach aches and just wasn't his normal, playful 6-year-old self. After numerous doctor office visits, Konner was admitted to the hospital for more in-depth testing. After several days in the hospital, the doctors were sure they had found the problem and it would require surgery to resolve it. When the surgeon went in, she unexpectedly found a mass in his intestines. After removing the mass and having it tested, it was determined the next day to be cancerous. Konner was released from our local hospital on a Saturday morning, and on Monday morning, we were on a flight to St. Jude Children's Research Hospital in Memphis, Tennessee. We arrived at St. Jude scared, not knowing what our path would be and what the outcome would be. The staff at St. Jude could not have been more caring, compassionate, and understanding. Throughout our time at St. Jude, the entire staff, from the medical personnel to the researchers and the support staff, always went out of their way to be sure Konner and his mom and I were both taken care of, not only physically, but mentally. Within the first 2 days of being there, the doctors and researchers had developed a treatment plan specifically for Konner that would require 5 rounds of chemotherapy. Throughout the process, they always kept us informed and was always available to answer any questions we had. They went above and beyond to make sure we were comfortable and to help restore hope for a complete healing. As a 6-year-old, Konner was very in tune to his treatment because they always talked with him and explained things in a way that he could understand it. During this entire time at St. Jude, I don't think Konner even ever really realized how sick he was, because every day there were things going on at the hospital and at the St. Jude residential facilities to help keep his mind off of his treatment. He even got to spend one afternoon with Brad Paisley, who was in Memphis for a concert. I'd like to let Konner give you just a brief explanation about his time at St. Jude.
Though leaving for St. Jude in the middle of first grade seemed to be a daunting task, with the help of the doctors and researchers there, and along with my family, I felt as though it was just another day as a normal kid. My time at St. Jude was filled with games, activities, and events that made my time there seem to be more fun than at the hospital stay. I didn't spend 1 minute worrying about my health and only cared about what I was going to wear for their huge Halloween celebration or which game the nurses brought me to play. Though a cliche, the way St. Jude allowed me to never miss out on any childhood memories while still saving my life truly makes it a special place.
During this difficult time in our lives, my fraternity brothers played a role much more important than they probably realized. My little brother in the chapter came to the hospital the day Konner was diagnosed to support us. Other fraters reached out over the phone while we were at St. Jude. Some even drove to Memphis to be with us, and others offered financial support. My fraternity brothers were very important to me and my family during this difficult time in our lives. Just knowing that we had that support system helped to ease the worry. Fraters, I know you often hear about St. Jude, but I promise you that you never fully realize and understand the impact until you have lived it. We met many lifetime friends while at St. Jude, and we often say that we are part of a club that we hope and pray never has to have another new member. Unfortunately, the reality is that there are many families that came after us, and there will be many more in the future. But the work St. Jude does each day is making a huge impact, and will continue to do so with the help of fraters like yourself. So on that Saturday morning when the chapter has a St. Jude philanthropic event and you don't really feel like rolling out of bed because you were up late the night before, remember, you never know when your family, another family, or even a fraternity brother may need the services of St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. I can assure you, I never dreamed I would.